My name is Mahsa. I am a wife, I am a daughter, I am a granddaughter. I love my family, loved my pets. Since I was born, I started having presentations in my neck and face glands. I was showing signs of parotitis, inflamed glands, ear pain, ENT infections, and no one could figure out what was going on. It was just another thing that, they say kids get sick, and it was just put under allergies, and the symptoms kept spreading. I had bruises all over my arm, down my back, down my legs. At the age of 16, I missed a lot of school. It was about 6 months of my high school that I missed. And from there it went on. We kept going. My gallbladder was next on the list, which it got affected. But for 6 years, I was in and out of hospitals. And from there, more symptoms kept happening with no diagnosis. Nobody reached out to me for the pathology of my gallbladder. To let me know if they found anything or not. From there, I was still in and out of hospitals as my face glands and neck glands were being affected. I woke up one day a couple of years ago, and my eyes were just puffed shut. And I couldn't see anything. The doctors do their tests, and at the end of the day, they don't find anything. They would always just give some antibiotics and a round of steroids, and, a couple years later, come back full-blown. But again, doctors just couldn't figure it out. You think you're gonna go to school, you're gonna graduate, get a job, get married, settle down, have a family, right? All of those things fell apart. I asked a few doctors to biopsy anything and everything that was inflaming. And I started doing research from there, and I spent hours online. But even with all the hours that I spent, it took me 1 week to figure out what I have. 1 week it took me. So now I have to go forward and prove why I have what I think I have. Thankfully, I found the right specialists who were willing to biopsy different parts of my body. So for 3 months, I went forward biopsying everything. And they took all that information, and after 30 years being misdiagnosed as allergies, they said, well, you have IgG4-related disease. And I said, I know. Getting a diagnosis, it was very validating. In our daily struggles, the feeling of validation is very important for us patients, I feel. We don't get it from a lot of people, especially if it's an illness that's invisible. That feeling of validation is everything. It's everything. This process taught me how to listen to my body. It's made me strong enough to want to advocate for myself and advocate for other patients, to kind of help bridge these gaps that are missing and connect the right doctors to the right patients. When a disease takes over your body, it becomes a part of you. So I will always be a patient, but at the end of the day, I'm still human. One day at a time. One day at a time.